What's up, everybody? And in today's episode of 30 in 30, we talk about weight loss contests. Now, as many of you know, it is obviously 2019. First of the year, everyone is on their new weight loss kicks, their fitness journey. They're going to start off strong. Many people sign up for a weight loss contest. While that may be great in order to kickstart things, that's actually one of the worst things that you can do, in my opinion. So if you were to look at people who participate in these weight loss contests, they may lose a few pounds, obviously, but they end up looking worse in the process. And why is that? Well, it's because they don't take into consideration the muscle loss that happens over these time frames. Now, usually, diets that we participate in as physique competitors are a little bit more gradual. These kickoff diets for the new year, these fad diets, tend to be a little bit more extreme. So let's say you lose, you look in a magazine or anything, or these weight loss contests that promote, you could lose 5 to 10 pounds in a week. Well, that may be true. Some of that obviously may be water, but some of that is fat and, unfortunately, muscle when these high rate of loss happens. So if someone were to participate, let's say, in a 4 to 8 week challenge, just kick off the new year, although they may lose a significant amount of fat, yes, in the process, they may lose muscle. Obviously, we know if we lose muscle in the process, that's going to slow our metabolic rate. We're not going to look as good for sure. And then once we start eating normal, we'll probably gain more that fat back and or more if we continue our normal eating habits. Another point that I wanted to cover with these weight loss contests and these things that happen at the beginning of the year is that they don't teach you anything. They teach you how just to restrict yourself for X amount of weeks, but we know that is just not sustainable. So yes, as physique competitors, we do tend to have to stretch things out a little bit, and your average person is not going to be able to focus or commit themselves to, for example, a 26-week prep, or more, like I did last year. So they don't really teach you how to live a sustainable lifestyle. They only teach you quick fixes. And we all know that in order to get long-term success, it's not a road full of quick fixes along the way. It's actually a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. So unfortunately, with these weight loss contests, they set you up for failure. Now, instead, if you're someone who is tempted to sign up for a weight loss contest, and I know this more or less goes to the general population because I feel like these people are a little bit more easily swayed, I would first and foremost just start tracking your overall intake. You might be surprised if you actually start to know what you're putting in your body that your weight will start to come down naturally just because you're actually putting a cap on your intake for the day. And you don't have to do any crazy exercises either. You don't have to, sweat your butt off. You don't have to go to the gym and spend hours and hours and hours in the day. Simply, going to the gym maybe 3 times a week will do the trick. And you'll probably see more steady progress in those first period of times rather than these big undulating things. And you always hear, especially from people like from The Biggest Loser, they lose all the weight, which once again, that's just essentially a weight loss contest. And granted, that's an extreme example because those people are obviously very obese and far from your average person. They lose all the weight, and then they gain some back, and then they gain even more back. Unfortunately, a lot of those people do. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to break this diet cycle. We're trying to break what happens every single year after the holidays. People go on these really restrictive diets, maybe for the entire month of January, maybe until middle of February before like Valentine's Day rolls around and they throw it out the window. So starting off January 1st, we have to learn that everything that we do is not going to be a quick fix. It's going to take time, it's going to take dedication, and there's no shortcuts to what we're looking for. So if you're looking to change yourself within 2019, don't just look to change yourself within the first 30 days. Look to change yourself over the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, and then come back this time next year and reevaluate. So just remember, these weight loss contests just don't focus on fat loss, they focus on the number on the scale. So that's why I encourage a lot of people, obviously, to take pictures of themselves to see how they look along the way. But I also won't encourage people to make these drastic changes, because drastic changes, yes, may lead to drastic results, but sometimes those drastic results are not actually good for you in the case especially of muscle loss. So guys, this is episode 1 of 30 and 30. Every day for the next 30 days, 29 days to be exact, I will have another video on a fitness related topic. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. I will see you tomorrow.